It was 1 minute late. Oh, how do we got? We got Adam Sweet. Welcome. Krista's here. Megan's here. Paul's here. B. Pinnell. Chris Pinnell. Oh, go watch Matthias one. Oh, don't ban people already. All right. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Oh. Yeah. I had a week. Hopefully, I watched back last week's show and I found all those choppy parts you guys were talking about where the feed had problems. No answers to that. Hopefully we're cool and smooth this week. I did request that the inside of the house people try to limit their bandwidth use while I'm out here doing this, but that's pretty much all I can do. Chris is here, Chili's here, Brian's here. The ash holes have returned. I don't know. I don't know what tonight's show is going to be. Rename the show Cool and Smooth and watch the subs explode. I'm not renaming the show. I don't even, does this show even have a name? It's just hanging out in the shop with Mike. Yeah, that's not a very good name. You're right. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, what's up, Ashholes? Beckham's here. Beckham's in the house. We got 12 people here. We only got 4 likes. Disappointed. Oh, there we go. 5. Yeah. All right, I got my notes. I got my beer. I got the bowl back up on the lathe in case we feel like heading over there and trying to get through the end of that Myrtle situation. I had a few people over the last little while tell me that I should be playing more music on this show. So I did bring the guitar. I brought the Malibu out. See how we feel in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I've got some stuff to go through, and we'll just play it by ear. You know, like this is the casual show where we don't necessarily even need to do anything. We can just hang out. I do, as always, would like to... Yeah, Paul. Funny guy. Alexander Keith's out on the East Coast. Beckham, hopefully we're not blowing anything up tonight. We do have the remainder of the Myrtle tray bowl thing that I ran into cracks and had the epoxy up on the lathe, and we'll see if we head back over. I don't know. Yeah, so as always, during the first show of the month, I would like to go through some things. Start by thanking my patrons over on Patreon. Oh, Choppy is starting? Oh no. Don't tell me that. That sucks. I don't know how to fix this at all if it starts doing weird things. Is it choppy for everybody or just Paul? Because maybe it's Paul's fault. Maybe it's Texas's fault. All right. Other people are good. It's Texas's fault. So thank you to my patrons over on Patreon. Especially this month, we got Tomas Kelly, who has signed up. I assume it's Tomas, Tomas, and the A has an accent over it. So I'm going to go with Tomas. He signed up this month, and thank you very, very much, Tomas. I really appreciate that. He chipped in a significant chunk of change this month, and that's awesome. We'll get into why that's awesome shortly. apologies on the pens from 2 weeks ago that I still haven't shipped out. I just started to get PayPal invoices and things. Krista, I still need to send you one for your bowl, but that'll all go out this week. Started to collect. Beckham paid, some other people paid. And then there was the giveaway. So it'll all go out soon, I promise. I had a couple of weeks. No new progress on the guitar. I can show it again if we want to see it again. But no update on that. I haven't done anything more on that since last week. I have still not posted a video, like a processed, edited project video this month and last month at all. I just realized it's been 4 weeks since I posted an edited together photo. I'm terrible at YouTube. But I mean, I'm working on a guitar. So, and some other things came up. But I think I have 6 photos or like videos ready to be edited. And okay, later, Beckham, we'll see you in a bit. I think I have 6 videos, including 3 videos worth of guitar building that are ready to get made. They're filmed. So I'm going to make some time to sit down and actually crush out a couple of videos in the next little while. Yeah, so one of the reasons for all these delays and whatnots, is that I've been on a little bit of an emotional roller coaster-y kind of situation, and it culminated yesterday with me giving my notice at work. So I'm leaving journalism. And yeah, so that's a thing that happened. Yeah, I gave a month notice, so hopefully they can actually find somebody else before I'm out the door. And I'm moving on to other things. So in a month, you guys need to buy more things. Yeah, it was a big life-changing decision, and it needed to get made, and I made it. So that's how my week went. So that's that announcement. Shouldn't affect too many things out in the shop, other than the fact that I might have more time to be out in the shop, depending on what I find to be gainfully employed. But my custom grit has cleared customs. Speaking of buying things, custom grit has cleared customs. It should be here any day now, and that'll be going into the Etsy store. I'll put together some various packages of various products that'll sell out of the Etsy store to get out to you guys, because it's a fantastic product, and I can't wait for you guys to be trying it. Yeah, Krista, it was a scary decision, but sometimes you got to jump at things or off things or whatever. I totally need a big platery bowl type thing. Okay, all right, I'll hook you up. Right, so custom grit is on its way. You guys, what'll happen is I will add it to the Etsy store the Saturday after it arrives, so that you guys, I can announce it on the show, and you guys can be the first ones to have the first crack at it. Because I would hate to put it on the store and somehow people find it and sell out of it before you guys get a shot at it. So if it's here this week, I'll put it up on the store next Saturday, and I'll tell you about it so that you can all rush over there and get your fill of custom grit. Have the time to get my website set up. Yeah. Have to do what's best. I absolutely. Yeah. I've been doing media for 10 years. It's weird to think that I'm not going to be in the newspaper anymore after a month from now. Yeah. So that's that. People in the US are waiting for me to get it. Yeah, I think Amber and BJ are waiting to order. I think Pinnell might want a jar. Maybe. We'll move some product. I'm sure of it. We should. It's fantastic stuff. And I've got a couple of questions preloaded from my Facebook post asking for questions. So we'll rip through those, and then we'll see how we feel about doing other things. We got B. Pinnell, who wants to know the age-old question about how much wood a woodchuck could chuck. If a woodchuck could chuck. And that's you can't answer that question because not all woodchucks are equal in terms of their chucking wood ability. So, like, it depends on the woodchuck. Like, you wouldn't say, oh, how good is a golfer? Because all golfers are different good. You can't just paint the woodchuck community with a big brush and say they're all equally good at chucking wood. They're all individuals. Pinnell, too. He also asked, what is my favorite wood to turn? And is there a type of wood I would like to try, but haven't yet? Which is a much better question than the woodchuck question. My favorite wood to turn is probably walnut. Walnut's probably my favorite wood to do anything with. American black walnut is my favorite wood to turn, probably. Is there a type I would like to try but haven't yet? I want to try all the woods. I think I just want to try it. Like, I like turning a wood that I haven't tried before. So until I run out of woods, I want to try all the woods, except maybe the Australian, like, granite woods. They don't seem like they would be very fun. Well, I want to try it, but that's that. Chris Pinnell 1. He asks, are you the head ashhole, or does that term only apply to us groupies? I don't know the answer to that. Do I count as an ashhole? Or Marv's messaging me over Facebook for some reason. I don't know if I count as an ashhole. I am a fan of the show, so I guess I am also an ashhole. I don't know that I'm the head ashhole. I think Pinnell's probably the head ashhole. Tough question. And he also asked, what has been my favorite question that's been asked on one of these things? You can be the assistant head ashhole. Yeah, you could, or vice ashhole. Vice, I don't know. My favorite question that's been asked on one of these things. I don't think I could pick one, but my favorite kinds of questions are the ones where I get to pick my favorite things. Assistant to the head ashhole. That's right. So like the ones where I get to pick my favorite things. So like the 5 best road trip snacks from the gas station, and like make your ultimate band out of other like musicians from individual bands, and those types of questions Yes, Lily's hypothetical questions, I guess, would qualify as my favorite types of questions. But mainly the ones where I get to pick my favorite things. Because I like talking about my favorite things. They're my favorite things. And that's it. That's all. That's all the preload questions. Let's just hang out for a bit. Kind of don't feel like turning. Deli meat sheets is the best question. I don't know. I don't know, but it's the grossest question. A segment of the show. Yeah, Lily could have her own segment of the show. The LHQ, Lily's hypothetical questions. She could send me one in advance. Condiment fingers was a good question. You'd send me one like by Instagram or something in advance of every show, and we could have like the what up, Bennett? We could have the Lily's hypothetical question during one of the breaks. That sounds like a good idea. And then she'll fall asleep while she's watching the show and not get to hear the answers. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Send me one every Friday or something, and I'll add it to the list. Mike just finished the yard. What'd you do in the yard? Like just mow the lawn and stuff, or were you actually doing work? Oh, Lily's got a question. Okay, let's have it. Let's have it, because I don't think I'm going to turn tonight. I don't really want to. I've also never turned epoxy, and I kind of don't really want to turn my first thing of epoxy live on the show after a week that I've had. COVID is done, and you're going to the bar for the first time. What's my walk-in music? Like, okay, hold on. The music that I want to be playing as I walk in the bar, or like the song that starts because I'm walking in the bar? Think I should just sit and bevy? That's kind of what I think too. Yeah, Kyla and Scott just poured a resin burl blank thing. Back goes back. What did he miss? I don't remember when you left, so I can't really say. You can just scroll back a little bit. Chili says final countdown. That's an interesting choice. My pump up introduction slow-mo montage moment walk-in song. Okay. I don't know. It's God, that's a hard one. That's a really good question. Like a wrestling entrance song. Oh man. I don't have it. I just don't think I have it. 50 mission cap? $50 mission cap would be a good one. I don't know. That's the one that came to mind, so I'm going to go with 50 mission cap. Kyla says, learn to walk again with Foo Fighters. That's a good one. That is a good song. Foo Fighters don't write bad songs. Oh, might be a short show tonight too. I've had a week, man. This damn planer is still on my bench. I still haven't taken pictures of my old planer to get it sold. It's I quit my job. Highway to Hell by AC/DC. AC/DC does some pretty good pump-up songs. Kickstart My Heart. There you go. What up, Longer Beam? Oh, Beckham, you missed the part where I said that I quit my job. that was kind of a big part. Yeah, I put my notice in yesterday. So as of May 28th, I am no longer a newspaper journalist. Going full-time woodworking? Probably not. I don't think that that is financially viable. But I am hoping to get a job or two that don't equate to 40 hours a week of work, so that I can spend a little bit more time out here making stuff. If it makes you feel any better, I got a raise this week. It's funny you say that because I actually got a raise this week too. Paul, you want to work at the newspaper here? You do the daily moose report. Next, what's the next adventure? I did get a part-time job as the outreach and education programs coordinator at the art gallery. So that's what I'm going to start with. But it's about 20 hours a week. So I will need something else to supplement that, and we'll make our way through the world as we always have done. You just make the best decisions you can with the information available to you at any given time, and then live with the consequences of those decisions. Yeah. It was a decision that needed to be made, and I will live with the consequences of making that decision. And I fully expect that it will end up to have been a good decision. Maybe I'll just sell thousands of tins of custom grit, and then I won't have to do anything else. They didn't like the beard. Yeah, that's what happened. They said, you're going to have to shave if you want to keep this job. And I said, I'm out. Go on TV? No, I don't want to go on TV. TV's dying too. Hey, Todd Longerbeam got his bowl. Can't wait to start making your own. Attaboy. You got a lathe? Or are you ordering a lathe? What do you mean you can't wait to start making your own? Get making. Making Peter Mansbridge report. Kylo is looking for some stories I've written and found a picture of me without a beard. Really? I think I've had a beard since I got to the paper. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't at one point. No, I guess I didn't, because I did shave at one point. In 2017, I shaved to be Peter Mansbridge for Halloween. Buying a lathe. Todd is buying a lathe in the next week or so. What are you buying, Todd? Have you decided what you're buying? I like when other people buy stuff and I can live vicariously through them, because tool acquisition is awesome. Oh, you're getting the 1216. Nice. I should be getting commissions on this 1216. I think I've sold 4 or 5 1216s for Laguna. Old business card photo with the flap golf hat. Okay, maybe. Misfit got a Vic Mark chunk. That's tough to say. Vic Mark chuck. Cool. Get the extension kit as well. The 20-inch or the 10 with the outboard knuckle thing. Should get both. It's probably about time that I got the 20-inch to put on the bed and then move the 10-inch over to the outboard side. Yeah. Both is the right answer, I think. New beer. got a big pack of Sharpies. That was a fun purchase. I've never actually bought like the multicolored Sharpies. I've only ever bought a black Sharpie when I needed a Sharpie. But I got the rainbow pack. That's a thing. Bought new planer first before I quit. So the Department of Finance couldn't veto. That's... No, it wouldn't have got vetoed. The planer was bought with shop money. All the upgrades I make in the shop are paid for by the shop. Stationary Queen. Kyla says she's the stationary queen, and they are the best. Don't buy non-Sharpie brand Sharpies. Like, just pony up the extra couple of bucks and get the Sharpie brand Sharpie. Yeah, that's this episode brought to you by Sharpie. Oh. It's been a week. Thanks for coming and hanging out again, guys. Appreciate it. Anybody else having bevies with me? Colored shop Sharpies for making spin tops. I need to make some spin tops too. Somebody else was telling me that I needed to get on that. Might have been Chili. Scott, were you the one telling me I got to make tops? Oh, that was Pinnell. Okay. Soft drinks count, yeah. As long as it's not Pepsi. Don't come on my show and drink Pepsi. Vanilla sweet tea. Nice. Blackberry bubbly. Oh. I mean, yay. That stuff is so terrible. I thought it was going to be okay. The wife likes it. So we've always got a box of one of the flavors of bubbly laying around. And I thought it was going to be like actually flavored. It's like, I think it was the lime one or something. And it literally tasted like somebody just ran a tap and like held a lime under the tap. And the water ran over the lime and into the can. Like, it's just like, I'm pretty sure that they don't actually put any flavor in it. They just run the water through the fruit and over the fruit. And then it like absorbs some of the essence of the fruit. Like, it's just... Gonna pour an amaretto in a few. Not a guy. Crayola markers. They cost more than Sharpie. Huh? I don't... Crayola makes like a permanent Sharpie kind of marker? I didn't know that. Sugar, you dork. Don't call me dork. Pinnell, keep your eye on that one. She's calling me names. Oh. No, I don't think I'm going to turn or play guitar tonight. I don't know. Bring it, Pinnell. Oh, she's taunting you now. You just... Pens that are scented, smelly markers. There you go. I've been in mute jail and slow. Yeah, Pinnell muted his brother there. Just remove button removes just that part or removes Megan. Yeah, don't worry about it. Metallics, golds, and all shades. Oh, hey, metallics. Metallic markers are cool. I had something else that I needed to do, and I've forgotten what it was. A fresh new Sharpie is one of the best things. It's true. and new socks. Like a never worn sock going on your foot. Awesome. There was something else I needed to do, and I don't remember what it was. I was supposed to send Scott and Kyla my logo. That's what I was supposed to do. I didn't do that. He's going to make me stickers. So I'll have stickers for people too. People have been bugging me for stickers, so Scott's going to make them. Brand new sheets is good also, yes. Brand new pillowcase. Brand new pillow with a brand new pillowcase. Oh, now I want a new pillow. Chris is exploring. He's signed on with another account, and he's going to remove himself on his other account and see how it goes. I forgot to use. That's a good call. I'm gonna get the chalice. Should be drinking out of the chalice. It is gone, Chris. I watched it disappear. You can still see that. Yeah, no, you are still here. But that message is gone. So it just removes the message, I guess. Kyla's going to make them. You're going to weed them out. Okay. Well, you're going to fix my logo so that it's got nice crisp edges for the cutter thing. Now Chris is just going to start deleting messages. Go back and delete the one where she called me a dork. Oh. She can't do that? I bet she can. She seems pretty talented. Strike that from the record. You don't come on my show and call me names. I just breathed that beer in instead of wrong tube, as they say. Hanging out with my friends on the internet. Who would have thought? I certainly would not have thought, even a year ago, but definitely like 2 years ago, that I would have a show on the internet where I would hang out with people I've never met that are my friends now, and we would just have drinks and chat. That's awesome. What am I turning next week? Chili says. At this point, I don't even know, like, what. There's just messages being deleted all over the place now. I don't know what's happening. Next week, we'll turn something. I can't even tell. At the beginning of this week, I didn't know that I was going to quit my job at the end of this week. So, like, let's not plan things. I never thought that of all the shows on YouTube, you'd be watching mine. It's true. Yeah. Turn a log into a... I got a log. I've got a chunk of a log down here. You bet. Got one of these. Oh, I think it's a chunk of birch that it just kind of picked up off the side of the road a while back when the city was doing some work. Of the millions of hours that are submitted to YouTube every day, you're watching this. Yep. Yeah, you are. And I appreciate it. That's how you get half your supplies from the side of the road. Hey, they were cutting down trees and And I was driving by, and they had left a couple of chunks of it there, so I just kind of popped them in the truck. I got 2 or 3 of them around. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but it's free wood. I can't just like leave it sitting there. That's the only problem with the chalice. So it only holds about a half a beer. Oh, you got free wood the other day? Right on. It's true, it does not hold enough beer, but it is classy. Gonna take forever to dry, but free wood. Yeah, I don't know what I was planning on doing with these chunks of wood. I think I was gonna try to like make lumber with them on the bandsaw, and then dry them out and make them into something, and be like, I made something from a tree. Like I don't know. I didn't really have a plan. Can't get your beer here in Texas? Oh, you can only get Molson Canadian? Don't do that. Stay classy, San Diego. A whale's vagina. We're just going to start doing movie quotes. Because of the millions of hours uploaded to YouTube every day. You're going to sit here and watch this ugly bearded guy do movie quotes. And drink beer. Oh. It is what it is. I think this is a better time than other things that you could be doing. It's not as good as other things you could be doing, but I think it's a valuable use of your time. I've watched worse. See? As long as as long as there's always been worse, you're in a good place. If you've always had a worse day, then at least you're not having the worst day. Time well wasted. Atta guy, Adam. Oh man, I wasted a lot of time today. It was awesome. I just laid in bed until like 2 hours ago. I just did nothing. It was awesome. We don't do nothing often enough in our society. Pinnell tried to wake me up. He sent me a message. And I was like, it's not get up time yet. Get out of here. Hey, Patches is back. We're back up to 3 mics, 4 mics. Something like that. You're late, Mike. You missed some big, exciting things. Not really. I quit my job yesterday. Well, I gave my notice yesterday. Back in 2007, after years of fighting with the bosses, they terminated my employment. At the end of the meeting, I stood up, shook their hand, and thanked them. They were mad. That's a good story. Thank them. That's great. Hey, Paul said, "Because why $5? Because why the hell not?" I appreciate it, Paul. Oh, are you worried I'm not gonna find employment? Is that why am I quitting? Sometimes you grow apart from from what you're doing as employment. It's I don't know. There's a lot of reasons, but overall, it's just I had lost too much of my enthusiasm for it for various reasons, and it's are we going to talk about swearing in the driveway? Not this week. Thank you though for the $5. If you're not having fun and passion, it's gone. It's time for a change. I don't know that I would say that the passion is gone. I still have passion for what I think journalism should be. All the money's coming in. Everybody feels bad for. Don't feel bad for me. It was my decision. It's I still have passion for journalism, for writing, for telling stories, for helping people connect. There was just too many parts of the job were not what I wanted to be doing. I've always been of the opinion that if you're on your way to work looking forward to your day, like more than half the time, you're probably in a pretty good place. If you're not looking forward to your day on your way to work more than half the time, maybe you should be doing something else for work. Like, I don't think anybody should expect a job to be like entirely fulfilling and wonderful. Because if work was like super fun and really cool and great and awesome, they wouldn't call it work. They'd call it like fun, awesome, happy time. But they call it work. So, but at the same time, you should be in a job that you feel rewarded doing and that you think is a valuable use of your time. We don't feel bad for you, we feel bad for your wife. That's funny. I am going to get other jobs. I mean, I already have an other job. I just probably need another one. But worst case scenario, I go sling tools 2 days a week at Home Depot or something. Whatever. Pretty sure that there's something I can find to do for 12 to 15 hours a week of employment. Okay, Scott, we'll see you later, buddy. Thank you. Thanks for coming. I've only ever worked office jobs. I sometimes wonder what it would be like to have a fun job. Boo, boo, Home Depot, boo. Well, hey, maybe I'll come run that sawmill 2 days a week for you guys. You teach me how to run the wood miser? It's not a crank, it's a button. I did run the wood miser like it's a crank. Get a job at Lee Valley? Yeah, but it's like 3.5 hours up the road. That's a hell of a commute. I hate where I work, but I do get to work from home 3 days a week. Hey, thanks, B. Padel. Oh, you got a full-time dude running the sawmill now? Awesome. Some of us aren't rich. Hey, you know what? Every dollar is of value, because that's why they call it a dollar. Don't they say something like isn't that a saying, like the value of a dollar? Yeah, when you leave your job, you get to leave it at work. That is an advantage. That is not a thing when you are a journalist. Oh. Everything's going to be just fine. Everything's going to be Everything's going to be better than fine. Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm hanging out with my friends on the internet, having beer. Gonna sell that planer soon. Hey, Mike, Mikey B, you want to buy this planer? My Mastercraft one? I'll give you a good deal on it. Oh, you got Craftsman? And it's actually pretty good, right? You probably don't need this planer. Everything happens for a reason. You sometimes you make decisions. Yeah, you got Delta. Okay, yeah. I thought that you sent me a video of that thing hogging material off, so. Never know, maybe your current boss will lure you back. Nope. He won't. What planet did I get? What planer did I get? I got the Rikon 13-inch. This dealie. With they call it a helical head, but it's not a helical head. It's like my jointer. It's segmented with the cutters that you can rotate when they get dull, but it's not an actual helical head. But it's yeah, it's an upgrade, and the price was right on it. And I'd been wanting a planer upgrade for a long time, and I assumed that I was going to be going with the DeWalt 735. For the last 3 years, I've assumed that my planer upgrade was going to be the 735 when I pulled the trigger on it. But when it was actually time for the planer upgrade, the 735 is like 6 months out everywhere. Like, you just can't get one. And this is essentially the same price as the 735, but it's got a segmented cutter head. It's a brand I trust. It color coordinates with my bandsaw and my grinder. Yeah, it was the right choice for me. What did I seal the goblet with? Patches. Mike wants to know what I finished the goblet with. Anybody remember? I think it was just Howard's. I think I was like, you know what? Screw it. This is enough. I'm just going to slap some Howard's on it and be done. Beckham's got the 735 and had issues with it, and it said that when he took it in for service, the guy said all of his customers have issues with it. Well, hey, maybe I'm glad I didn't get the 735, but it seems to be sort of like the ubiquitous planer, that like the workhorse of the home shop. Color coordination is important. Hey, it's Tomas Kelly. Welcome to the show, my man. Were you here earlier when I was thanking you very, very much? Because if you weren't, thank you very, very much for joining up over on Patreon. Paul's got the 734 and hasn't had any issues. So that's like this style. That's essentially the more upright of the DeWalt planers. Dodged a bullet by the sound of it. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe he just got maybe a few people get a dud, because there are a lot of 735s out in the world, and a lot of people seem to really like it. So I'm not going to say that. Honestly, I think the 735, I would have gone with the 735 if it would have been at the store when I went looking. Lily's got 734 and likes it. The 735 is contractor based and not really good for woodworkers. Pinnell's got 735 and likes it. Yeah, again, it is what it is. They didn't. I wanted to pull the trigger on the upgrade, and this was the best of the options that I found available. And it matches my bandsaw. So, yeah, and it makes a smooth piece of wood when you run it through there. I fired a piece of, when I was doing the first board I put through it as a test, was like a figured piece of hard maple. And I just like I rammed it through and took off a lot of wood, and it came out glass smooth. So it's got a couple inches of snipe that I may have fixed by angling the inboard and outboard tables, because they've got little set screws that you can adjust where they sit. So I've angled them up just slightly, which may or may not take care of the snipe. We did used to, okay, hold on. Paul used to sell them at Rockler. 7035 is a great planer. Dual speed is nice. Chip ejector is plastic and can fail. That was the one thing that I really was looking forward to about the 735 was the blower, because I wanted to shoot those chips out into the driveway. But this thing ejects chips really well, like for not having a blower. And it also, they just on this edition, the new edition of the Rikon, I'll give you the number. You can look it up. Damn it. It is the 25-135H. This new model of the Rikon planer also is a dual speed. It's got a speed, fast, slow over here. I think that's new for Rikon, is the dual speed. But oh, okay, Chili went to the goblet video, and the finish was custom grit liquid wax and custom paste wax. So it was not Howard's, it was just the non-grit version of custom grit products. $7.35 inflates my dust collector bag if you turn it on before the dust collector. Yeah, the blower is apparently pretty good. But I've made my purchase. I'm so far happy with my purchase. I will let people know in a couple of months if I become not happy with my purchase. Made with magical Australian bees. This finish has been made with magical Australian bees. And not grit from the side of a remote mountain. It's time for another beer already. Don't want custom grit in your beer. Well, you said you ate it on pizza, dude. Oh yeah, no, that wasn't. Pinnell said you don't want custom grit in your beer. Sorry, I thought Chili said you don't want custom grit in your beer. It's delicious. I don't know. Is it actually delicious? I haven't actually eaten it. I am Beckham. I am drinking the Sleeman Original Draft. Again, the default beer of the Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff shop. Should go to Sleeman and see if I can get a sponsorship. It's one way to find out. You want me to grab a chunk of custom grit? All right. All right, let's try it. Scott, which one's better? Which one tastes better? Step 1 or step 2? Put your Laguna bandsaw to work today. Cut through 10 inches of oak. Had to slow down a bit, but did it. Is it on 110 or 220? What Laguna is it? He's now eating weird things on YouTube for money. No, I'm not doing it for money. I'm just doing it because he said it's delicious. Step 2 is pretty good. Okay. I'm not taking a big chunk, but I'll try it. Doesn't. No, it's not. Doesn't. It's not potent anything really. It's just kind of. It's not disgusting, but I wouldn't call it delicious. It's kind of earthy. Like when you're a kid and you eat a carrot that you pulled out of the garden before you get all the dirt off of it. Custom Grit. It's got that sort of rich, earthy flavor to it that you're pretty sure is dirt. Does it taste like Vegemite? I don't actually know that I've ever had Vegemite. Yeah, not a lot of flavor to that. It hangs around though in your mouth. And next thing I eat is going to shoot right through me because my insides are smooth as glass. I don't think that that's how it works. I don't think it's actually polishing my internal. You know exactly what that tastes like? Are you talking about the carrot fresh out of the garden? Or the Custom Grit? That's what it reminds me of, though. When I was a kid and I was pulling carrots out of the garden and I could, like, you didn't get all the dirt off them and you didn't care if you got all the dirt off them because the dirt actually, like, gave it some. Yeah, that's what it's like. But it's food safe. Well, I mean, we'll find out if I get poisoned. This has been a test of the Custom Grit. If I have to go to the hospital later because I have some kind of like situation, then I might challenge the food safeness aspect of this finish. By the way, Johnson's Paste Wax is not tasty. Okay, good to know. I think Johnson's Paste Wax has. I don't think you should eat Johnson's Paste Wax. I think it has like methyl alcohol, or like methylated spirits and stuff in it. Eating cashews covered in ghost pepper. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Love cashews. This is where I fall over for comedic effect. Nah. I'm gonna try to sell this stuff, Chris. I should probably like not pretend like it is gonna kill you. Petroleum? Yeah. I think Johnson's Paste Wax is a petroleum-based product, isn't it? Probably shouldn't eat that. And I got a random special gift coming as well. I'm looking forward to getting my box of Custom Grit to retail for you guys because it also has presents. And I don't know what they are. Buy a can of Custom Grit and get a free beer to wash it down. send a beer with each of the. This episode is going to need a disclaimer. Hey, Misfit's here. What up? Misfit decided to go ahead and order directly from Scott because he couldn't wait for me to get it and then buy it off me to send down to him. Have you tried it yet, Misfit? It's awesome, right? It's coming from Australia. It just cleared customs. It will be at my door at some point this week. I will let you guys know next week. Hopefully that it is up on the store and available for sale. Misfit says he has not yet tried it. He is insulating his garage door. Okay. Try it. It's good. And then when you run out, buy it off me next time instead of him. Had 220 installed today. Nice. Guess what? Okay. Wife says to me about a week ago now, just out of nowhere, she says, have you called an electrician yet to get like an appraisal on the work that you need to get done? I'm like, what? No, I haven't, but I will. Like, yeah. Canada might be faster. Yeah, it'll be faster. So yeah, I'm gonna get some a quote done on the electrical work that needs to be done in the shop. It's awesome. I'm gonna have new circuits. I'm gonna be able to run dust collection at the same time as I'm running the tool that it's supposed to be collecting dust from. It's gonna be awesome. In the winter, I'll be able to run the heater and a tool at the same time. Won't have to turn the heater off to turn on the table saw. Wait, I missed something. Misfit, you getting a new lathe? The shipping actually was pretty quick. It cleared customs. Like, the guy in the boat had some energy drinks. 2436. That's rad. That's a monster. Good work. I'm a madman. No, that's awesome. Get the biggest lathe you can get, man. 24th. If I ever end up upgrading, which I probably will at some point, 2436 sounds like a pretty good option. Unless I just go all out and get the robust. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I won't have any money because I quit my job this week. What did it cost? Great price and 3 horsepower. So great price doesn't tell me anything. Oh, you did? Oh, you came late. You missed that part. Yeah, I gave my notice at work this week. $3,800. That's it. Or the one way. Yeah, Pinel's good point. Could get the one way. Mastercraft 8x12 making a custom 20 million here. You're getting the Vic Mark. Vic Mark's a good lathe too. Yeah, 3,800. That's American dollars, so that's 45 Canadian probably. That's for 1236. That's yeah. I do have a one-way catalog that I was looking at a while ago, but I'm not in a position to be upgrading the lathe that I just got less than a year ago to when I decided that I should start turning again. And he has more space. What you guys moving? Get the man a bigger shop so he can buy a big Vic Mark. Laguna 2436 is $55.49 in Australia. Okay. Sean McDaniel went from a busted up Harbor Freight to a Laguna 1524. That's a good size. May have cried when you turned the first project. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's a hell of an upgrade. That's kind of how I felt. I went from the Mastercraft, like, what? Little benchtop crap thing to the 1216. And that was a big enough upgrade for me to almost cry. I don't know if you watched my, like, unboxing and setup video. I literally, like, broke into a little dance when I put it on the stand or on the desk thing. CAD to USD is 81 cents right now. Yeah. Seeing beauty in person, 6,800 base price. What are we talking about now? 6,800 base price. Is that the Vic mark? Oh, American Beauty. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. I've seen one in person too. The shop where I get my blanks has one in the back that the guy who owns the shop works on that lathe. It's his lathe. Yeah, it's nice. It went from a Harbor Freight Franken lathe to the 1216. That I think the 1216 sits in a pretty nice spot in terms of upgrading from a starter lathe to an intermediate lathe. Yeah, they should start sending me commission money because I do think I've sold at least 4 or 5 1216s for them. Couldn't talk Gord Glencross into it though. He went with the Rikon, but I think that was just an availability thing. We get $10,000 with the 3 horsepower and the tailstock. Yeah, the robust. It's awesome. The tailstock swings out and then back and folds down, and a bowl lathe would be a good space-saving upgrade for you. Those big lathes take up a lot of length. Yeah, I don't really need to do a lot of length. Like I don't ever picture myself turning table legs. They should have a program like Glowforge laser engravers. Not sure I know what it is that you're talking about there. Glowforges are great too though. The shop that I sell my stuff at in town bought a Glowforge to like do personalizations and things, and it's slick. Got a few specialized tool rests that are half-inch, trying to find a way to make an insert to use them on the Laguna. Okay. Go to a machine shop and just have them weld a 1-inch bar onto it. Do they still make the stubby? Isn't that Australian too? I don't know what that's referencing either. Call it adapter. Oh. No idea. This turned into a good conversation night though. I was a little concerned at one point that this was going to be a super short show. You do a YouTube video with the Glowforge and link it. Yeah, that's it's actually not a bad plan. Take the camera down to the shop and get a charcuterie board engraved with it or something and show people how it goes. It's not a terrible idea. I don't have a Glowforge, by the way. The shop that I sell stuff at has a Glowforge. But she'll let me use it whenever I want. I actually told her that I wanted to come help her run it and like learn how to work it, and then I could just like hang out at the shop and engrave things for people, and that'd be cool. Maybe she'll hire me for 1 day a week and I can go do her like personalizations with her Glowforge. Hey, I need a job. Did I miss a pen turning extravaganza? No, we didn't turn any pens. But the reason I was holding up the pens though is because after last week's show, I made 3 more. I made a walnut with satin gold, and I did some flamed maple. There's a little bit of flaming coming through, and I played with some dye. This is like the aquamarine dye, and this is like sanded back a little bit, and then this is like full strength. And that is a sick looking pen, if you ask me. It's like sort of an aqua blue, satin gold, with some flamey maple underneath coming through. And yeah, they were just on the bench And so I put them in the picture for the show. I didn't turn any pens tonight. They look great, but tell us how they feel. They feel phenomenal. This is how they feel. They feel like they've been sanded to like 100,000 grit. Yeah, super smooth. I don't know if I got to start making stuff for summer markets. Summer markets are back open again this year. So I got to start making some inventory for summer markets. So I'm going to be crushing out a bunch of pens and bowls and things over the next little while. Like the full strength. Yeah, I did this one and I was like, I wonder what, like if I sanded it back a little bit on this one, whether some like more of the flaming would come through was the idea. But it kind of just dulled the color down and didn't really accentuate I mean, it's still nice, but yeah, I agree that the full strength is a better pen. I have Thompson 3/8 bowl gouge with a homemade handle and a Thompson 5/8 bowl gouge I use in a D-way handle. Is that in response to something? Because that wasn't a question. Gonna make myself a set. Oh, okay, people talking about making turning tools. Nice 1/2-inch steel stock. Ash handles making turning tools. Beautiful. Super jealous. Still turning wood on a metal lathe. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if it spins, it's all it really needs to do. I don't know how long I would keep doing that for. I mean, all you need is something for it to spin consistently, and then you can do stuff with it. But I don't know. Got the 5/8 Lyle Jameson parabolic flute. Yes. Yes, Ellsworth. Yeah. That's kind of, it's not the grind that I put on my bowl gouge, but it is certainly does lean in that direction. I do like those swept back wings. Matthias Wandel has a set of plans for a wooden lathe, because of course he does. Don't make a wooden lathe. Okay? Matthias is really smart. Do not make a wooden lathe. Don't make a wooden bandsaw. Like, what? No, I need a bandsaw. Yeah, you can't buy the Rikon. Ten-inch bandsaw doesn't get it done very well. No, I upgraded from a 9-inch bench top. I think any garage, like home shop that is taking things relatively seriously probably needs to be coming in at a 14-inch bandsaw at a start. I mean, 9-inch, 10-inch bandsaws are great for little hobby shops and just like getting some stuff cut out real quick out in the garage. But if you're gonna try to do serious work, you gotta, I think 14 is where you need to start. Waldrop's got a Laguna 14BX. This is a good saw. Chili's got the big 19-inch bad boy down there. 14BX is probably a good place to be. It's got the foot brake, right? I kind of wish that I had a foot brake on the Rikon. But I mean, I have no problems with the Rikon. I'm glad that's the decision I made. Because for the price that I paid for it and the money I had available, I could not have gone up to the BX. I would have been either the 1412 or the 10326 from Rikon were my two, essentially like the highest I could have gone. And I think I made the right choice. Only back ordered until August. Yeah, see, that's the other thing too. at this point, if you need to upgrade things, your options might be a little bit limited by what you can get. It's a good question, Chili. The ceramic blocks instead of the bearings. I know some people like them, some people don't. Hey, Stanifer's back. What up? Missed a hell of a show, Stanifer. We made all kinds of things. Shh. Don't tell him. Hear good things about them, but don't know, suppose. Okay. It's not good. Upgrading to a saw stop first, then it's lathe time. That's, yeah. Saw stop is a good upgrade. How many mics are here now? That's a good call. We got Bennett, we got me, we got Stanifer, we got Patches. It's 4 at least. Paul doesn't like the ceramic blocks. You put some Carter bearings or something on there. Pretty sure Carter makes a set for the 14BX. Oh, Paul's got a saw stop. Ooh, look at him. I'll have one day. It's just not after this. The upgrade to the rigid was a hell of an upgrade from where I came from, and it's not high on the priority list at this point. Table saw upgrade is not anywhere near the top of the upgrade list. Michaela's mic, that's a good call. $345 for a set of Carter guides. Is that for real, or are you exaggerating? Because if the dark... Oh, Ken wants to buy the pen. Okay, Ken Jones wants the... It's not green, just in case there's a color issue. I mean, it's aqua, so yeah, but it's I guess it's more green than it is blue. Okay, Ken has spoken for this one. You're cutting into my inventory for summer markets, though. Just so you know, I'll have to make more now. Table saw is a 30-year-old craftsman. Whatever gets the job done. That's for real. $345. For the Carter guides. Okay, maybe I might just stick with the ceramic things too then. I don't know. See, Zach likes the ceramic. I know there are some people out there that actually do like the ceramic guides. Yeah, Mike's table saw is forever old also, but it's better than Seth's. My buddy Seth's table saw, like, I wouldn't even use it when it was set up in the yard. What were we making? Was it deck or was it shed? But he had this contractor table saw set up. It was on like a furniture dolly, and it like you turn it on and you just watch the thing. Like, oh man, I was like, I am not putting a piece of wood in that. I'm gonna walk away from that while it's running. Like carpentry roulette. That's exactly what I was like. As soon as he flipped that switch, I was like, I am walking away, because that thing looks like it's gonna come flying apart, and that blade is gonna impale somebody. Bought the new Saw Stop Job Site Pro. Yeah, is that the one with the it folds down and rolls underneath? Jason Bass is back. Love the sound of the Subaru that drives past your house. That's Mike Bennett for you guys. He knows the cars in the town, and he can tell the sound of them through the phone over YouTube through the garage door. he's crazy. Man knows his cars. Well, he probably knows actually which Subaru that is, too. This town is not that big, and he pays attention to cars. Or it was him. No, it wasn't him. He doesn't have a Subaru anymore. Jason Bass is in Colorado this week. Just getting some of that legal weed. Saw stops on the folding cart. Those are neat. I think the Bosch also has like a cart thing. Also, he's watching this and not driving. Yeah, some people are irresponsible and watch things on their phone while they're driving, Mike. So, it's not impossible that you're driving around town in your Subaru that you don't have watching this and typing messages on it. Taking a gummy order. Could have been, could have been doing both. Oh, this has been a really good show for not doing anything. I may have watched this while driving, says Chili. Yeah. Don't, though. Public service announcement, soapbox moment for the week. Don't watch YouTube while driving. I don't think we can get the reacts here anymore either, Paul. Currently removing 73 millimeter Allen screws. From what? Oh, you're going to go into your RC car habit again. Okay. Time to say goodbye, everybody, before Mike starts going off about his RC truck habit. And then Ken Jones is going to be like, oh, wait, what? What about the RC trucks? And then they're going to start talking. How much do I need to spend to get a decent RC truck? Okay, Mike, answer the damn question. We're talking what, like $200? He's in Canada. No, he's not in the US. He's in Nova Scotia. I just told you that. Pay attention. I'll give you an email address and you guys he can send you some links. Because Bennett knows where to get the trucks and he'll send you the links because he wants you to get the truck. They're up in $400 land now? Because you were sending me links that were like $200 trucks, and you were like, this would be a good place to start. And I was like, stop sending me links to RC trucks. Wonder what dinner is tonight. I haven't heard anything get delivered. Oh. If I spend $400 on an RC truck, you won't tell the wife. Pinnell, I'm going to stop you right there. You're saving up for a domino. Don't buy an RC truck. It could be butter chicken, but if it is, it hasn't been delivered yet. Oh, now Chili's getting into the RC truck thing, and as long as I get my fancy lawn rake back. I'm not sure you're getting that back. It looked like he was having pretty much a lot of fun with that thing. Got some GameStop money. Yeah, I know. That's your domino money. That's not RC truck money. You need to get the domino. You need to make the Morley chairs. Then you need to sell me the domino when you're done with it, making the Morley chairs for cheap. Because I don't have a job. There you go. So you use your GameStop money. That's free money. So don't start. You buy the domino, you make your Morley chairs, you sell me the domino for like $600. CRA wants a cut of your free money? Is that even up right now? Like, the GameStop is like this, man. I don't even know if it's actually up right now. You might as well have bought Bitcoin. Who needs a domino when you have Starbond CA glue? Zach knows. We don't need a domino. You just use Starbond CA glue. Which, by the way, if you need to purchase some Starbond CA glue, there's a link down in the description where you can get a discount code using my discount. You can get a discount using my discount code, and you can help support the channel. Chili got... Okay, Chili doesn't just have Starbond CA glue. Chili's got like a liter of the Starbond CA glue that he's going to divvy up into little mini CA Starbond. Like, he bought in bulk. Oh, Zach, you used the link last week. I appreciate that, man. It's good stuff. I'm going to do, in another month or so, I'm going to do like an after using it for a while, what do I think of it video. And spoiler alert, it is the best CA glue I've used. Oh, Paul bought Apple in 1996 at $6.80 a share. So Paul's not hurting for money. Depending on how many of those he bought. Woo! Not a guy. What about a finish? Have you used that stuff called custom grit? I have used that stuff. I just ate some tonight for fun. And yeah, any day now, it'll be available in the shop. It isn't there yet because I think it's still in Vancouver probably, but it's on its way. And then I can get it out to you guys and everybody can enjoy the custom grit. I had $10 of Bitcoin turned into $100 overnight. Should have kept it. Yeah, no doubt. You sold it at 100 because I think it's that $10 worth of Bitcoin. Depending on when you bought it, might be worth like $70,000 right now. Yeah. Money is just invented garbage anyway. Money doesn't actually exist. We all just have agreed to pretend that it exists. Shivery Frog, are you okay, man? Penel? Can you call me when you get that delivery? You want to see me open the box? Absolutely. Just taking care of something. Don't worry about me. Because apparently Penel isn't gonna. Or maybe he did. I don't know which one of us did that, but okay. Appreciate it. Thanks. Every once in a while, somebody stumbles in here and starts being weird. Perceived value. They're all just hypothetical concepts. Weirder than normal. That's right. I do, David, you're right. I do need a bigger goblet. But this is the goblet I made. This is the goblet I have. It holds the beverage. It holds approximately half a beverage at a time, and it makes me seem classy. No, it doesn't. It is pretty awesome. This is my first attempt at a goblet, and I'm happy with how it turned out. And sometimes I have to be reminded to use it because it just kind of lives up on a shelf over there. It's true, it would probably hold enough if it was just straight vodka. Turn a bigger goblet soon? Maybe I'll make a bigger blank and turn a bigger goblet. That's right, I do look manly with my goblet. Rugged and stuff. With the exchange rate, you could buy my extra planer. You don't want the planer. It would cost $200 to ship it, and you could buy one for cheaper than that. Oh, that's a good point. I need to pinky out. Super manly, sipping from a child's chalice. Shut up. At least I'm not working on toy cars. Next goblet could be resin and wood. Could be. I need to get set up if I'm going to be doing resin properly. Like, probably need a vacuum chamber and some other kind of chamber. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. I do want to get into resin at some point this year. Or I did want to get into resin at some point this year. Matthias Wandel. Here he is. Look at this. He has plans for turning a planer into 12.5-inch jointer. I think, what's his face, idiot? What's that other guy's name that's in Ontario? That's an asshole. And he made a jointer out of a Mastercraft planer head too. Pressure pot, that's the word I was looking for. John Heiss, that's the one. I'm out of beer again. Where are we at? Hour 33? Should do one more beer and then we'll call it. All right. There we go. One more. And then we will call it a day and a week. This week I will get... Okay, hold on. I need to make a note for myself. The Ken bought this pen. And tuck that in under the little clip for the pen. Ken Jones. I will get this invoiced. Krista, I will get invoiced for her bowl. I'll get everything mailed out. And I will send, yes, thank you, Kyla. I will get the logo to Chili. You want to hear a strum of the Malibu? Okay. Okay, we'll strum it, but I don't know if I'm going to play something. This is my Fender Malibu. This guitar was supposed to be a campfire guitar. I won $200 on a slot machine one day, and I was like, I need a crappy garbage guitar to take to campfires and beach fires and stuff. So I was going to use that $200 to go get a crappy knock-around guitar. And then when I walked into the store, this like called me from across the room, and I went over to it, and it was like $218 or something stupid. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to get that instead. And it's not going to be a crappy kick around the campfire guitar. Because it sounds really good. Now he's busking on YouTube for money. I could build a campfire out of it, but it is too nice. It's I think it's my only blue guitar also. I think I have a green one, a red one. This is my only blue one. Can I say what the cost in board foot of blanks are out here? It depends on the wood. I mean, I could grab a random blank because they are actually labeled with the amount of board footage and the price. So Misfit's got a blue Jackson. My buddy Seth has a blue Jackson. It's pointy. And it's not set up properly. And he needs to pay somebody to set it up properly for him. Ty has made a guitar. Why does this guy keep coming up on my channel? The board foot weirdness again. It's not weirdness, okay? It's only weird to you guys. Your cubic meter of wood. Well, if you give me a wood, I can probably give you an approximate price. Do I have any Norman guitars? Nope, I do not have any Norman guitars. I have the Malibu. I have a Fender Teleacoustic. Cocobolo, he says. I want to say Cocobolo blanks are probably about $18 a board foot. Got an acoustic Ibanez. Didn't know Ibanez made acoustics. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen. Why is what weird? What are we talking about? Maple or oak? Maple is probably around 8. Oak is probably around 6. Would offer to send me a wall drip guitar, but now I'm making my own. I bet yours are better than mine. Got an Ibanez bass? Yes, you do have an Ibanez bass. I don't have an Ibanez anything. I've got a Tanglewood 12 string. I've got the Malibu. I've got a Fender Teleacoustic. I've got an Ovation Celebrity. I've got a Dean Mahogany Electric. I have a Cort bass. I have many guitars. But they're all like cheap, like when I see them on Marketplace for not very much money, I go buy them. Like I don't have any really good guitars. What kind of amps do I have? I have a Fender Acoustasonic. I have I don't know. I have 3 or 4 amps. None of them are very good. They were just like, okay, that's a good price. I'm going to buy that. I've got a bass amp. You did buy my red pointy electric. I think it was a Squire. All right. Thanks, Zach. Thanks for coming, man. See you next time, maybe, if you're here. A little better than a Squire? What was it then? I thought it was a Squire. You have a Kona acoustic, Yamaha silent acoustic, 335 mahogany Strat, laps 6 tellies. Well, okay, you make tellies, so that's, yeah. Just don't sing. You guys can sing for me. No, I don't know that I'm going to play anything tonight. I just... Sold your Schecter C6 on the marketplace. Schecter's a good guitar. No Stairway. Man, I did learn Stairway at one point and just, yeah, denied. Oh, slipping off my chair. Stupid chair. I'm gonna fix this chair one of these days. I keep saying that, but I'm gonna. Chili is screaming my jam. Chili wants Pearl Jam. Okay, I'll play one song and then we'll call it a day. Chili wants some Pearl Jam. So, do I know a Pearl Jam song? I better. I don't play enough guitar often enough to remember what I know. This might be terrible. If you're not going to like this, you should go away. Because this is going to happen. And I will bid you adieu. I don't blame you at all for leaving during this process. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe on your way out the door. If this is not for you. Because it's not a woodworking show anymore. Go grab a Chesterfield Royal page. Yeah. Should play a Chesterfield Royal song. You come by next week, Mike, and we'll play a Chesterfield Royal for these guys. Oh, God. It's been a long time. It starts with D, right? It starts on a D. Recognize your face. Haunting here and seem to place it. And I'll find in love thoughts like your name. Lifetimes catching up with me. turn, but now here you are. Here I am. Thoughts and thoughts, they fade, fade away. Thoughts and thoughts, they fade, fade away. Thoughts and thoughts, they fade. Close enough. Close enough. I missed a verse, and I don't care. Where's my goddamn lighter? There we go. I missed a verse, and I don't care. Get on there. What? Chair. That's it. That's all. Thank you for coming, everybody. I appreciate it once again. Alice in Chains next? No, I don't think so. I barely remembered that, and I didn't even remember that. And I played that song hundreds and hundreds of times in my life, and I didn't even remember that there was another verse. Wife in the other room wondering if the train derailed. Can I play any Metallica? I can play a little bit of Metallica. See, that's the thing, is I used to play a lot, and I don't anymore. So I can't really answer, can I play Metallica? There was a time when I could play Metallica. Play Master of Puppets? That's a good song. That's a hard song. If I was gonna try to play a Metallica song, it probably would have been I don't know, Fade to Black, probably. Matthias Wendell has plans for a new chair. Of course he does. One is a fantastic song. I used to be able to play One by Metallica. I used to be able to play One by U2, which is an even better one, I think. One by U2 is probably the best song called One. Most of your bass playing is Metallica, as Pinnell says. Yeah, we need a bass player, Bennett. If Chili votes for a segment of the show where I play something for the soul, that'd be great. I need to play more. I really do. I need to be on my guitar and singing more often. You play Unforgiven. It's a good song. It's a good Metallica song. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, that's been a long time. Yeah, that's a hard song. Yeah, Metallica's hard. Anyway, I'm going to bid you adieu. We're at 1:50, and we didn't do anything, and I love it. Lars joke. We've needed a bass player for 7 years. It's true. We've needed a bass player since we formed our band, and we don't have room in the garage that we play in for another human, so we just don't have a bass player. Now I just want to kind of keep playing. And this dream, where I relish the free, and the screaming filled my head all day. It was as though I'd been spit here, settled in to the pocket of the lighthouse of some rocky socket off the coast of France, dear. One afternoon, 1,000 men died in the water, yeah. 500 more thrashing madly as parasites might in your blood. In a lifeboat designed for 10 only. Everything that's systematic that you hated, it's not a deal nor a test nor a love, something thinner down. Selection was quick, the crew was picked in order. Those left in the water kicked off our band legs, and we headed for home. Phone rings, you're doing alright. Said it's out there most days and nights, but only a fool would complain. Anyway, Susan, if you like the conversations as faint as sound, my memory, it's those fingernails scratching on my heart. That happened. So, yeah, that happened. Does anyone hear that's not Canadian of this song? I don't know that they will. I don't know that anybody who is not Canadian will know that song. Maybe. I do feel better now, Tyler. Appreciate that. Oh, that was necessary. I should sign off with the hip more. That's what I should do. Just at the end of every show, I'll play a Tragic Hip song. That would be awesome. Why do I not do that? And people didn't leave. There's approximately the same number of people here that were here before I started that. Oh, wow. Woof. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time. Thank you for spending a couple hours with me. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I will get the things in the mail that need to be in the mail. And we're just here. We're just here being surprised that I sound good. Did that sound good? I don't know. It was okay. Polish up that resume. I will absolutely be polishing up that resume. I'm gonna message my girl down at the gallery and see if she wants me to run that Glowforge. That'd be great. That's it. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Sorry about if you didn't enjoy the music, but I needed it. Because I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but I had a week. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now. We'll see you next week.